Hey guys, welcome to my pick a card reading. So Renee here. Today I'm going to do a reading on how your future spouse is going to come into your life. So I'm going to see, how are you going to meet them? Where will you be? Will you meet them? What their kind of first impression of you is going to be, or how they're going to act towards you when they first meet you, and then how you guys are going to eventually come together, or how they're going to approach you when they realize that they want something with you. And that's more just how they're going to approach you when they first kind of meet you, not down the road when you get married. But this is kind of like how the relationship with whoever you are eventually going to marry is going to go kind of in the beginning. So how you meet and all that fun stuff. So I have 3 piles here. I have pile number 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to get right into it with pile number 1. Again, if you need to pause the video to kind of take a moment and to see which one you are vibing with the most, please feel free to. And otherwise, I am going to get right into it. All right, welcome everyone that picked pile number 1. So let's see what we got here for you. So since this is a little bit more of a complex questions, I have a couple more different cards. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently than I normally do it. So to start off with your oracle cards, I have fire element, which is desire, and then I have the sacred fool for your oracle cards. So and then I have for your tarot cards, I have kind of like 3 different little piles I have here. And these are just the 3 different questions that I'm going to ask. So I'll kind of just go through with them and we can kind of take them one by one. So we'll start with where you're going to be, will you meet them, and how you're going to meet them. So we got the Temperance card. And then for the clarifier, we got the 3 of Pentacles. So for these 2 cards, I'm really getting... And this is such like a non-answer, and I know it is, but the Temperance card kind of just is like, they'll come into your life when they'll come into your life. Like when you're ready for it, then they'll be there. And for some of you guys, maybe you already have them in your life already, or you haven't yet. But I know that's kind of like a, they'll be there when they'll be there kind of thing. With the 3 of Pentacles here, I'm almost getting that's kind of like a workplace vibe, a community kind of vibe. It's like you're working with somebody else. It's not necessarily a party vibe. It's more of, and it could be for some of you guys because we have Temperance and the picture has like the cups on it. And so, it could be something like that, but I'm getting a really like strong work vibe. With your oracle cards, we have desire and then the fool. And so what I'm immediately thinking with this desire is I feel like when they first meet you, they're going to have a lot of desire for you. But then we have the sacred fool, which is like they're going to be scared of that though for some reason. Like it's like they're not ready for it. But we'll kind of see what we got here. So for how they're going to be towards you, yeah, we got 6 of Swords. Ooh, and then we have 8 of Swords. So yeah, that's kind of right on the money. I feel like when you first meet them, they're not gonna show you anything. Like they're so in their own head that they're gonna be very closed off towards you a little bit, that they're not even gonna like see you really as an option, even though they do know that they have, a lot of desires for you, but they're scared. I'm almost getting that they might be with somebody at this point, or they might have just recently gotten out of a relationship, or there's just going to be a lot going on in their life at that time. If this is kind of a twin flame kind of situation, they could be the runner in that relationship, because with twin flames, you always have a chaser and a runner. And so I definitely see them as being the runner in this. But let's see what they'll be kind of like towards you when they do kind of get past this stage, and what they kind of are. Oh, we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, so let's see what the clarifier is. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. So they are definitely going to come at you with, I'm almost getting the vibe that they're going to be a little bit heartbroken. So maybe when they were with somebody else, they're going to come at you and they're going to be like, oh, I'm so sad. Because they do feel this desire for you. Maybe you're the reason that they break up with the person that they're with. Or the 3 of Swords could be saying that, this is what they were going through at that point, and they kind of stopped to work through what they're going through so that they can, give who they think is a Queen of Pentacles, which would be you, because, you know, a solid offer, because they see as a Queen of Pentacles, they know that they can't come at you with anything more than a solid offer, or at least that's how they think. And so they're going to come at you, and, you know, they're going to be, we kind of got the heart, you know, the Three of Heart or Three of Swords is, I mean, I'm almost getting, I'm definitely getting a third party vibe, because we have, you know, we have the Three of Pentacles here, and we have the walking away, and then we also have the Three of Swords. So I'm kind of getting the vibe that there's something going on here, that they're with somebody else, or they were recently with somebody else. Could be that they have a lot going on with their work. There's all of that. But I feel like when they do decide to approach you, it's going to be very humble. It's going to be like, oh, I would really like to offer you a solid foundation. I would really like to offer you something that I think that you deserve, which I could see as taking some time. I won't lie. But you know, it is that they do see you this way, and they want to give you something solid. They don't want to just throw you into something. And so I do see them walking away from you when they first meet you, that they're not going to interact with that at all, that they're kind of, their hands are tied in that situation with the Eight of Swords, that they're kind of walking away from you. But when they do eventually come back around and decide like, hey, I want something with this person, it's going to be solid. It's going to be humble. They're going to be kind of, and they might be heartbroken at that time, and so be patient with them. But I do see this, you know, it's going to be something solid, which is good for you guys. That is all I am seeing. I am going to move on to the next one, group number 1. Hello, everyone that picked group number 2. So let's see what we got here for you. So we have Cancer, I feel, dream, a beautiful dream. All right, and then I have a couple of piles here that I'll just lay out. And these are just the 3 different questions that I'm going to be asking. So I have how you'll meet them, where you'll be, some kind of stuff about that. The first impression of you, so how they'll, you know, how they'll act towards you and all of that when they first meet you, and then how they're going to be when they eventually approach you for something solid. Oh, let me move these over a little bit. So for your Oracle cards, we have Dream, a Beautiful Dream, and then we have Cancer, I feel. So to start off with, your person might be a Cancer. Otherwise, it might just signify that there's going to be a lot of feelings in this relationship. You know, we have Dream, a Beautiful Dream, which is just kind of saying, you know, be hopeful for this, which makes me think that this might be something that has a lot of issues in the beginning, but we'll look into it. So, will you'll meet them? So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So for that one, I'm really seeing, oh, Nine of Cups. So I'm definitely getting that you're going to meet this person at some kind of outing, party. You know, with the Page of Pentacles, I'm getting that someone's going to invite you somewhere. Maybe a date, maybe just a friend inviting you to a bar or to a house party or something like that. It's going to be something where you're invited somewhere. Maybe, and it could mean anything. I think definitely a social kind of thing. So drinking, having a good time, you know, just an outing of some kind. I'm really getting kind of that a friend's going to invite you to like a bar or to a house party or something like that. But it definitely could be this person like asking you out on a date, for sure. So what they're going to be like you towards you when they first meet you. Oh boy. So we got the Tower, and then we got the Queen of Swords. So the kind of vibe that I'm getting for them being when they first are meeting you is definitely you're going to be coming into their life at a very shaky point of their life. So we have the Tower. So I feel like you're really going to kind of rock their world up a little bit, that you are going to change the way they see everything. This could be someone that recently had something dramatic happen in their life, and so this Tower card could have nothing to do with you and could just be just where they are in their life, or it could be that you really shake up their life in some kind of way. With the Queen of Swords, I'm kind of getting the vibe that they're gonna see you as someone, I don't want to say that they're afraid of you, because that's not really the vibe I'm getting. I'm getting that they know that like you could, you know, leave them in the dust. You know, it's almost like they kind of like, oh, you know, she's so great. Why would, you know, she want to do anything with me? Like, I don't want to get hurt again. But like, you're just going to change everything for them, because we have this Cancer card with your Oracle card. And so I feel like there's just a lot of feelings here right off the bat with that. And I think that's going to shake some stuff up for them, that they're just going to be like, whoa, this is weird. This is new. This is a new relationship I have here for me. And some first impressions that they're going to have of you with the Queen of Swords is that they're going to think you're really smart. They're going to appreciate that about you. So that's good. But yeah, definitely some shaky things. So let's see how they're going to approach you when they do kind of decide to come at you with something. So we got 7 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I'm getting a slow process here, guys. I'm getting from when you're meeting them to when you're going to be with them in a relationship is a slow moving thing. So we have the 7 of Swords, which is some shaky energy in itself, some deviant energy in itself, and then the clarifier is the 5 of Pentacles, which is being left out in the cold. And so I'm almost getting the vibe that they're going to come at you almost a little bit desperately and selfishly, which I know that sounds really bad. That it's almost as if, like with the feeling cards, that they're gonna just be a little bit like, oh, please take me, please, please. That's what I'm getting. But we have like the dream, a beautiful dream, and I see you as having these feelings as well for them. So I'm almost getting the vibe that you're not going to be like hostile to this energy. You're not going to be like, oh no, like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's just, they're good. I'm almost getting the vibe that they're going to come on a little strong. But it's a little bit of a desperate, I don't want to say desperate, but just, you know, there's a lot of feelings here. And so, and I feel like they might just not go about this in the right way. And you're gonna know that. Like, you're gonna be like, all right, that's probably not the way that you should have gone about this, but you also have these feelings too. So I mean, we have the dream, a beautiful dream. So I'm almost feeling like it's like, yeah, this approach isn't going to be the greatest way for them to do it, but like it will work out in the end. So it will be okay. Just move past it, like, if you can. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting for you guys, group number 2. I'm gonna move on to the next one. All right, hello everyone that picked pile number 3. So let's see what we got here for you. So for your oracles, we have Aries. Every journey starts with a single step. And then I have 3 piles here with the 3 questions that I'm going to be asking for you guys, which is how you're going to meet them, where you're going to meet them kind of situation. And then we have kind of some first impressions, how they're going to kind of act towards you when they first meet you, and just how they're going to think about you. And then we also have here, when they do eventually decide that they want a relationship with you, how they're going to approach it. So to start off with your oracle cards, we have every journey starts with a single step, and then we have Aries. So they could be an Aries, or it could be Aries season when you meet them. Otherwise, Aries is kind of, you know, they're a little bit stubborn, they're a little bit hard-headed, but they are passionate. You know, they are a fire sign. Every journey starts with a single step, so I think maybe going out of your comfort zone a little bit. But let's see what we got here. So we have Page of Wands, and we have Ace of Wands. So I'm going to say this, and for those of you that this doesn't resonate with, don't freak out. But for some of you, I'm almost getting the vibe that this might be someone that you have like a one-night stand with. And you're going to know if that's for you or not for you, but I'm just going to throw that out there because that's the first thing I thought of. For other of you, it could be just a situation where you're doing something that's really adventurous and something you're really passionate about. So maybe like I'm getting like images of like skydiving and stuff like that, like something like thrilling like that. Otherwise, you could meet this person in just a place that you are passionate about. Maybe you're into like conventions and kind of things like that. Just you're gonna be somewhere where you're really passionate about what you're doing. So that's seems like a great place to meet someone. So let's see their kind of attitude towards you. So we have 5 of Wands, and 2 of Cups. Whew. So so for 5 of Wands, that kind of resonates with like conflict. But then we have the 2 of Cups. So when I saw that one, that instantly like made me think like they're gonna instantly have a connection with you and they're gonna fight themselves on it. Like they're not gonna be like, they'll be like, no, that's crazy. Like this is too quick. Like this is like, no, like no, like they're gonna fight themselves on it to like a fault. Like they're not gonna like see that you guys like, they're not gonna see like, they're gonna think it's crazy the connection that they have with you right away. For some of you, maybe you guys are going to get into some kind of like argument or something like that. Something like that's going to be happening. But for most of you, I'm getting that they're just going to be fighting themselves on it. Like they're going to instantly be into you and instantly, you know, the area is fiery about you, passionate about you. And also you guys, that's the 3rd wand, and wands are all about, you know, passion and doing what you want, and so we have a lot of that in here. So we'll see what are they going to be like when they eventually approach you. Another one, guys. I got 2 of Wands now, and then and 10 of Pentacles. We got something solid here and a lot of planning. So with the 2 of Wands, I definitely get someone that they want to plan something with you. Like the way that they're going to go about it when they decide that they want something with you, they're going to do it in a way that I think you're going to think is right and they're going to think is right. Like it's going to be a well planned out thing. Like if they're going to take you out on a date, it's going to be like super well planned out and you're going to have a super fun time. It's going to be super fulfilling. And they're going to offer you a relationship like right off the bat. They're going to be like, okay, like this is some next level stuff right here. Like we're passionate about each other and we know it. So let me offer you, you know, some solid things, 10 of Pentacles, like some solid foundation here and some solid, you know, planning here. Like they're not, the kind of vibe I'm getting here is they're not going to be like, oh, do I want to, don't I want, like they're going to know, like they're going to come at you with it. You know, because when they first meet you, they're going to be fighting themselves on about it. They're going to be like, oh, like this is crazy. Like this, you know, connection is, you know, insane. But when they kind of get past that point of like, okay, like I'm done being crazy about this. Like I know I want to be with this person. They're going to put a lot of planning into it. It's going to be, you know, and it's going to be a fulfilling thing for you guys. You know, and then we got this every journey starts with a single step oracle card over here. So yeah, I think that, you know, you're not gonna be disappointed. That is the first thing you're gonna be. And honestly, with this like 2 of Cups, usually when we have this kind of energy coming through, you're also going to be feeling it. And so I think this card is really saying like, hey, like go do, you know, I mean, if you, maybe you've already met this person, but if you haven't, it's like, hey, go do that thing that you're really passionate about. Go do it because, you know, it starts with a single step. You can't just, you know, sit around and expect to meet this person. Like you gotta go out and do it, because when you do, like you guys are instantly, I mean, they're going to be fighting it a little bit, but otherwise you guys are going to be instantly into each other and instantly wanting to be with each other, and they're going to put a lot of planning into it. Sometimes the Pentacles can be a little bit slow energy, but Wands aren't. So, I mean, it could be a slow process. Otherwise, for most of you guys, I think it's going to be right out of the gate, right out like, hey, let's do this thing. Like, let me take you out on that date. Let me offer you this solid offer. So that is what I'm getting for you guys, group number 3. I think I'm going to leave that there. If that resonated with you guys, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If you have any recommendations for any videos you'd like me to do in the future, please let me know. This one that I'm doing right now is actually a recommendation, so I will definitely do them for you guys. Otherwise, if you'd like to, please feel to subscribe or like this video. Otherwise, have a great day or night, whatever time it is for you guys, and have a great day.